Hey, we got an interesting concept on the go here. Will, Nalley, and I were just heading up to Kesagami Wilderness Lodge. Our expectations, our goal, is to get some monster pike and conceivably hundreds of walleyes. So, what we thought is we'd take you along with us on this trip. So, we've done this before.
Yeah, last year we had a great trip, and this year is going to be even better. We're probably the first ones in this spring. Pretty close anyway, the lodge just opened, so we're excited to get right at it.
That's right, the lodge just opened I think 2 days ago, so we'll be fishing some spots that no one's fished yet this year. So.
Yes, fresh fish.
So anyways, let's get the rods in there, and you guys come on along. We'll see. We don't know what to expect, but I'm sure it's going to be fun.
There he is. Honk, donkey.
We made it safe and sound.
It's taken us 10.5 hours to get all the way up here. We saw some sandhill crane, some moose, a black bear, not very many mosquitoes, just a little on the cold side, and just a lot of pavement and yellow stripes. And here we are. Now we made it.
Hey, we're finally here. We made it to Kesagami Wilderness Lake Lodge. It's been like a mini adventure just getting here, but in fact, the adventure is just beginning. We've got a guide for the next couple of days. It's Tom Gourlay. Gourlay?
You got it.
And Tom, you've been up here for how many years?
Been about 12 years now.
12 years of experience going to be guiding us today, and that's as close to a guaranteed big fish bite as you can get. Not to put any pressure on you, but given this time of year now, and given the season relative to other seasons, like we've been up here early season before, what is your prognosis? What's what are your sights set on to get us on a big fish?
Well, the fish are a little bit lethargic right now. There's been snow on the ground the last couple of days, so they're just going to wake up a little bit. So I think they're going to be actively feeding in about 4 to 6 feet of water. Mm-hmm. So we're working a deeper structure, but we're going to work the upper 4 to 6 feet there. I think that'll be productive.
Well, we've got 4 days to put some big fish on film. Tom, we got a lot of confidence in you, and let's get at it. Are they all this big, Tom, on this spot? Just a baby. I hope we get some more of these babies. Look at that, look at that, look at that! Nice.
There we go.
Fantastic. Look at this baby. Look at that pike. Kesagami. Nice thick fish. That is beautiful. Look at the size. Look at it. It's a Kesagami monster. That is fantastic. Now what do we do? We got a giant. What do we do? Hey, we're heading back out onto the big lake. It's early in the morning, and I gotta say, the fishing on this trip, I've been here a number of times, but the fishing this year has absolutely been spectacular. I couldn't ask for anything more. Big pike, lots and lots and lots of walleyes. But this type of fishery, the type of fishing that's here today is not by accident. They have very, very strict fishing regulations here. It's single barbless hooks and very, very limited harvest. No killing of big pike and just a very limited harvest of the smaller walleyes for shore lunch. In terms of key presentations, we probably brought about 20 bags of Trigger X. We used it almost all up. We still got 2 full days of fishing and we've only got a couple bags of Trigger X left. It's really, really worked well for us, both for the pike and the walleyes. Other notable stuff that, you know, I think is like little refinements that are really fundamental refinements. We used a lot of titanium wire, which is really, this stuff is just amazing. We're able to catch fish after fish after fish after fish, and literally the stuff, you know, right now we've got a few leaders that are starting to kink, but to catch that many fish and not having to change your wire leaders, again, just a little refinement that to me makes a big difference. Another thing I'd point out also is hooks. When you work so hard for the chance to get a really big fish, you really hate to miss, you want to miss as few fish as possible. So we spend a lot of time thinking about the hooks that we're going to bring with us. So I'll show you some that have really been what I think a really cool addition to our assortment. Here's the Siwash hooks that we're using. And if you do a lot of fishing, you just have to look at this hook and get excited. This one here, it's just an open eye Siwash. It's a mustad hook, but super sharp. And what I really like about it is it's got that offset bend as well. So it's really hard to grab it without even getting, get it stuck. So little refinements, a little insight into how the days have been going, and it's not over yet. I'm still hoping that we get some more really, really big fish.
I just spotted a fish. We're in like 4 feet of water, and I saw him, and I thought he saw us, but I let him with a cast about 4 feet in front, and I saw him turn back around. I dropped the bait and he smoked it. I think this is good fish. This fish is probably going to go in the 40s, I think. Boy, this is a beauty. Oh. Oh. We're good. We're good. Nice. Yes.
Oh.
The ultimate. That's what it's all about. Shallow water, northern lakes, giant pike. Beautiful.
You'll notice that the lodge is like right there. We're almost swimming distance away from the lodge, and this is what we're catching.
Look at the back of
It's
the head.
unbelievable. This place is unbelievable. Okay, watch how Tom does this now.
1, 2, 3, scoop. They got eyes in the back of their head, these things. They know exactly.
Oh, here we go. Getting a second chance. Okay, Tom, talk us through this. How does a pro cradle a fish? Wow.
Oh, like butter.
Oh, back into the depths. Woohoo!
That's the biggest fish of the day. Absolutely. That thing's got shoulders and a half.
You just saw that rod bend over. You knew it was huge.
Go.
Wow, it's a giant! Yeah!
We've just opened up a brand new outpost camp. It's called Southwest Kesagami on a small lake that is close to the main Kesagami Lake with a portage in between. Brand new cabin, brand new boats, motors, everything is absolutely top notch. It's a housekeeping package. People bring in their own food and supplies, and we have everything else set there. The Southwest Kesagami Outpost Camps gives you full access to the awesome trophy fishing on Kesagami Lake, but with the pricing of an outpost camp trip.
Well, hey, we made it out safe. What an amazing trip. By far, the best trip I've ever done to
That was
Kesagami.
incredible. we're lucky people, I tell you. We had great fishing, great food, great service, great weather. for the most part. A little bit of wind here and there, but the fish cooperated big time.
And I'm so glad we were able to bring it and share it with you. Well, I think it's time to head back and start planning the next adventure.
Amazing.
Let's do it.
Absolutely amazing.